Hello and welcome back to Gladiator Command, and I've done a little bit of something here in my off-screen time. I basically just tried to get as many high potential characters as possible with relatively decent traits at the same time. Now, I've obviously given them names. Now, I'm actually trying something very experimental here. I don't know whether this is something that other people have come up with as well, but this is definitely something that I just realized. And Plonk, right? And I'm talking about the original Plonk here, right? I'm talking about the original that we saw in the first two episodes. And basically, he, as far as I'm aware, was able to use multiple combat skills. Now, if you take a look at this, right? Take a look at the skills that we have available here. Like, obviously, we've got Ghost Lunge. Ghost Lunge is available. We have Roar, which is also available. And then the others are all basically passives, right? So we've got stuff like Raging Bull, Ghost Lunge, and Roar. Now, the crazy thing about this is that you actually get pigeonholed into two abilities only when you choose a specialization, because that particular class has a particular specialization, as in they're very good at using a particular kind of attack. Now, if you don't spec them, right? If you don't spec them, then you're not going to gain these abilities, right? You're not going to gain 25% max HP, 20% block chance, and dodge counter plus dual strike, and the 1.5 times increased reach. You're not going to get any of those stat bonuses. However, on the flip side, which is what I realized literally just, 10 minutes ago, is that you can actually use all of their basic abilities. You can use every single ability that is available to every single gladiator without speccing into something, right? So basically what that means is they have the freedom to pretty much choose whatever they want. So for example, they can use Ghost Lunge, Raging Bull, Roar, all at the same time. And from my perspective, I feel like that is absolutely insane. I think that's probably one of the craziest realizations that I've made just now. As you can see, Tragic is also doing absolutely fantastically. You can see here he's using two Masterwork Gladiators. He's got this as well, by the way. He's got this trait. Your attacks halve the enemy's block chance. He also has Born Warrior, which allows him to, train strength just that much more. He's got 55 strength in actual fact, so he's very, very strong. You can see here that this is the special attack for the Dima Kairos class, and this is only available for them. Now, what I find quite funny here, right, is that, well, actually both of these are only available for them. But what I find quite funny is that this particular attack, the bleed attack, right, the bleed attack is a damage over time effect. And I find it quite funny that a class that is very high on burst damage is going to have some kind of damage over time effect, because why would you have a damage over time effect for a class that's really high on burst damage? Because it would basically just be, that's counterintuitive in a sense, I suppose. Anyway, as you can see right here, we do have some very, very high tier enemies, because I am now on day 575, because I have just been refreshing the days over and over and over again, trying to find really, really good gladiators. Now, I'm going to go and just send in Tragic here. He's got great speed. I mean, technically, he doesn't even have great speed. He's only got 40 speed. I don't know why he only has 40 speed. He is a Numidian, after all. That's a little bit strange. Maybe we should try to increase his speed a little bit by using counter. It has reduced damage. I don't know whether does he need reduced damage? Speed? This increases his speed a little bit more? Okay, yeah, let's go for that or something, I guess. We'll try and see, because I mean, you don't really have that much of a bond with Tragic, because he has literally just joined us. Let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens, because I'm not really holding out too much hope for these new gladiators, to be honest. Oh, never mind. All right, he actually did do a pretty good job, actually, surprisingly enough. Okay, I certainly wasn't expecting that. I actually thought that we would end up having him lose very, very quickly here, but let's actually see what happens. Okay, yeah. No, that's pretty good. Okay, that was actually pretty nice. As you can see, he's literally only had 3 victories, so it was quite funny in itself. The question is, do we want more agility or do we want more strength? I'm thinking more agility here, actually. I'm thinking more agility, because maybe what we can do is we can potentially get some pretty cool... I don't even know what. I don't know, I don't know, maybe more dodge? Maybe some more dodge chance, maybe some more speed, stuff like that, you know? That's going to definitely make a big difference, or at least I hope so. As you can see, there you go. A little bit more agility for us as well, right there. That's kind of nice. Okay. So there you go. He did manage to win that tournament, surprisingly enough, and we're going to continue leveling up Sanran here, and generally just continue getting as much spec as possible. And we also have Lazy here. Now, the reason why I've called him Lazy is because he actually has the brutal personality trait, and brutal is something. It's a good one, right? It's a good one because it gives them more critical chance, and this would pair very, very nicely if you had the executioner trait as well, because that means you'd have 20%. I mean, really, that's kind of insane. You'd have 20% critical chance as a base to begin with, which would be very, very powerful. Unfortunately, brutal personality types, they need to go into battle and actually kill things. And this guy, as you could quite clearly tell, has had a morale issue. He's had a morale issue for quite some time, and that's the reason. So yeah, that's the reason why he's called Lazy, because he is literally just resting most of the time, which is quite funny. Okay, so we still have Pickle as well, by the way, and we still obviously have Marius to eliminate. So the question is, do we think that... No, as you can quite clearly tell, we do not have the ability to kill this guy. Even if I change him to aggressive or anything like that, that doesn't seem to make any difference. You can see here that Tragic is the highest combat rating person that we have. Actually kind of surprising, to be honest, that Marius is so strong, but yeah, you know, that's just how it is. Let's send in... Oh, wow, okay, yeah, we can't do any of that. We can't do any of that. That's not going to happen. Yeah, so it may be that I am just... Maybe I am too... I don't know, maybe I'm too late, you know? Maybe I've gone a little bit too hard with the... shall we say with the... Oh, hello. Oh no, we've already got this guy. We've already got something like this. As you can see, we've already got someone like that, so we don't really need that. But this guy is very, very good, as you can see. But yeah, our scout at the moment literally has 5-star, 5-star. I've come to the realization, by the way, that I don't think it's actually possible after so many days. I've literally, I think I've been searching for 200 in-game days. But I don't think it's actually possible for you to find a gladiator that has 5-star in two potentials. In 2 stats, I don't think it's possible. So, in other words, you're not going to find anything with 5-star in strength and agility, or you know, what have you. So, it's kind of a little bit sad. It's kind of a little bit sad about that, but you know, it's just how it is. Okay, so this guy doesn't seem to actually get any additional bonuses from resting after, well, as soon as he gets to 50 morale. So, we're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. So we're just going to go in here. Even match. An even match? Really? An even match? Okay, fine. Let's do it. Let's schedule that one. And then we'll take Tragic into this guy as well. This guy's going to be aggressive. Okay, we'll try it. I mean, Pickle is obviously going to do a relatively good job. And it may very well be that we just need to... maybe just use a spear with every single person that we can, to be honest. Obviously, we only have one Hoplo, right? We only have one of these guys. So it may very well be that we need to just make every single new gladiator that we can one of them. And then just go with that. But yeah, you can see here, Tragic is insanely, insanely strong if he can actually hit enemies. Because what's going to happen is, whenever he hits, it reduces their chance to block by 50%. Which is insanely, insanely good. And you can see here, look at Lazy. Look at Lazy's crazy amount of agility. Really, really nice. And the same thing with Sanran as well. Obviously, you know, remaining unspecialized is going to be quite interesting. Yeah, I'm going to be getting him a better piece of armor. There it is. And he also needs a shield. Wow, we actually have really good stuff for him right there. There we go. Yeah, so he's going to remain exactly like this. And that's what he's going to use. He's got the best possible gear. There's not much more I can do for him. And we're going to see how this actually goes. Because I'm really, really interested to see if an unspecialized character can actually be somewhat effective. I think that it is probable that that will be the case. Let's actually have a look here. This is an even match. Not a big fan, not a big fan. I don't really like doing the even matches because it could very well kill our unspecialized guy. This guy has really high potentials as well. He has like 4.5 stars, I think, for both strength and agility. Maybe even 5-star, I'm actually not entirely sure. But he only has one trait, which is kind of unfortunate. But as you can see, I've been going for the unstoppable trait mostly. Because unstoppable seems to be pretty cool against these spear users and the sword and shield guys, because if you obviously make it so that they don't ever block, it's gonna be an easy no-brainer win, right? It's gonna be really, really nice and easy. So that's kind of the idea there. Yeah, Plonk. Oh, Plonk got injured. Plonk got injured while he was training. Well, that's interesting. Oh, hello. Well, this is actually very nice. Okay, I think we're definitely gonna do this. We're going to send in Tragic and Pickle 2, I think. This is probably going to be the best course of action here. This is really nice, actually. A battle royale with only like a 2 versus 2 versus 2. That's really nice. Let's see what happens here. As you can see, Tragic is doing absolutely fantastically. The thing is, I think one of the main weaknesses for the dual-wielding characters is that they can't really do much when it comes to sword and shield guys. Because, well, not even sword and shield, but just basically shield guys. Anyone that has a shield, it's going to make it quite difficult for them, because they're just going to block all the time, right? But that's where the trait comes in, you see. That's where the trait comes in, because they're going to be so much more difficult to deal with. And I think that makes a huge difference. So, yeah, are we having a friend or loyal? +5 morale per day if they have a friend. Okay. What do you mean? Is Plonk not a friend of his? I think Plonk is a friend of his, isn't he? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Let's actually have him just spar with Plonk for now. That's probably going to make the most sense. Otherwise, what are we doing? You know, we're going to have to, I don't know, get some weird things. I don't know why his morale is continuing to go down. Maybe he needs to go into a battle or something like that. Maybe we need to get him into... Maybe we need to get him into something. Let me see. Shall we? No, this is going to be a little bit too difficult for him, I think. I think Tragic can probably handle this. Yes. There we go. Let's just send him in there. As you can see, because obviously he gets the first hit, this is perfect. This is pretty much perfect right there, because if he gets the first hit, the amount of, shall we say, blocking the fellow is going to do is dramatically reduced. And we've got a rival school challenge. Okay, yeah, we'll accept that. Lazy is going to die almost instantly because he doesn't have any gear. I haven't given him any gear. I don't have any gear, actually. I don't have any gear spare. So that's why I was actually starting to do some of these fights more often, because we kind of need that. He's going to die very, very quickly, but that's okay because he is only going to get injured. Sanran is actually losing right here. Oh, wow. Actually died. Okay, interesting. I'm kind of... Well, I guess maybe if they got, I don't know, maybe if they got like ganged up on or something like that, but I guess that's okay. Unfortunate for us though, Sanran does have a negative trait in the form of, yeah, the agility is really, really low, so that might be the reason why he took so much damage. But yeah, Sanran has a negative trait in the form that he has to wait 2 extra days for injury recovery, so that's kind of bad, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of bad, but there wasn't much I could do about it, unfortunately. Okay, so we do have this. That's not what we're not going to do that, unfortunately. I kind of would like to, but yeah, it's just not going to work. As you can see, we do have someone here. This is a Numidian. He's got pretty decent stats, right? He's got pretty decent stats, but obviously, here's the thing. He's still got way too low agility potentials, in my opinion. This is way too low agility potential. He doesn't have reckless or anything like that. He does have a lot of defensive stuff. But ideally, what you would want to have here, at least in my opinion, is a high strength potential and a high agility potential. Charisma isn't as important, because if you take a look at the skills for charisma, most of it is literally just stuff that just gives you enemy damage reduction, enemy damage reduction, and then just gives you, you know, gold rewards, prestige rewards, and stuff like that. And in my opinion, that doesn't really... That's not really important. That's not really that important, in my opinion, at least. Okay, so Plonk can actually go in here. Shall we... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, he's injured. Ah, that's terrible. I actually thought that he was ready. Okay, well, what about Pickle 2? I guess Pickle 2 could go in there. Let's just play him defensively, I suppose. This may be a problem if he actually ends up losing. He might lose. I should... Oh, you know what? I should give Sanrin a spear, I guess. Shouldn't I? I should give him a spear, because he can actually use every single weapon type because of that. So, probably a good idea. Pickle is actually doing a very nice job here, as you can see. And I think he'll probably be fine. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I hope that he just doesn't... Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we are. He finished him off with that wonderful little triple strike at the end. That's always nice. Okay, so we're just going to skip everyone else, and we're just going to place wages on our own people. Okay, let's see who this guy is. Okay, he's got an axe. That's absolutely fine. We will not lose against this guy. This fellow does tend to have some pretty good dodge chance, but that is not going to be enough, as you can see right there. Pickle 2 has his number. And we're getting some good gear, actually. We're getting some good gear right now, and we're most likely going to be giving that to Lazy in a second. This guy, wow, he basically did no damage whatsoever, but unfortunately, as you can see, he's doing massive damage. Thankfully, Pickle finally came through there and was able to do some nice damage. Alright. Yeah, so here we go. So what we're going to do is we are going to get the... we're going to get a ceremonial spear, I guess. Get the ceremonial spear, so we're going to buy that. Yeah, champion spear even, not the ceremonial spear. And we have 30,000. Okay, yeah, we can definitely spend that. That's absolutely fine. And then we will do the champion spear on there. There we go. Alright, so obviously this is going to reduce his speed dramatically. I mean, the thing is, he doesn't actually have any agility right now. As you can see, he's only got 24. So we do need to get him, you know, some more agility. You know, that's really going to make a huge difference for us. So yeah, otherwise Lazy can probably, yeah, there we go. Okay, so he's basically maxed out now, so all we need to do is just equip him with some things. He's got a helmet, he's got 2 Masterwork Gladiators, and all he needs is some chest armor. So the question is, well, what do we want to get him? Well, I guess I could just get him the champion plate. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Why does he have such low HP, though? That's the question. Because it feels to me like he's got way too low HP. Is that just me? Because he's level 51, he has 280 HP. Is that because of the Reckless? Yeah, that's because of Reckless, isn't it? Because that provides him with 30% less HP. Okay, that could be a problem, actually. I feel like that might be his doom. He may, in fact, just die because he has so little HP. Okay, we're going to have to send him in. Let's see how it goes. Maybe he's going to do okay. Let's send in someone here. Let's send in Tragic for this, which I think Swift is pretty fun. Let's try that out. Yeah, so I think someone actually told me about Swift or Counter. I think Counter or Swift or one of those. And it does seem to be making... Wow, he actually murdered that guy so extremely fast. Okay, we might be seeing some pretty cool things happening here. Because obviously my dual wield guys haven't had particularly good success in recent memory. In the previous episode, it wasn't really very good. They were dying very, very easily, so I'm kind of intrigued about what we can do here. No, I'm not going to do anything with that, thanks very much. But we are going to be... Ooh, a 2 versus 2. Ooh, that sounds pretty fun. Alright, let's do something with that. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll send in Sanrin as well as Lazy. And look at this, we've got a massive advantage right here. Should be completely fine. And we'll send in Tragic and, I guess, Plonk to this one. And Plonk is using Balanced. I'm not entirely sure if I like Balanced. Let's play Counter with him right there. And we've got 2 versus 2s to go for here. So Lazy is just going to absolutely slaughter. Well, yeah, he did. Sanrin, I would appreciate if he wouldn't die. Okay, Sanrin actually was going to lose. So that is kind of not very good. I was a little bit worried there for a second. Okay, I think what we need to do is maybe switch out the spear. Maybe the spear is the issue there. Because it might very well be that you need that 1.5 times increased reach to be able to make that happen. So I'm thinking, yeah, we'll probably do that. Tragic's gonna just get more strength. There is no point in him getting charisma or anything like that, in my opinion, because he's gonna get charisma from that. There you go. And yeah, we actually did get a very nice weapon there as well. Okay, so there's Tragic getting some additional strength. And Sanrin, yeah, okay, yeah, more agility, please. Yeah, so the spear, not so good, right? The spear apparently didn't really work out very well for him. I'm trying to replicate the old Plonk, and I'm trying to see whether him having the opportunity to use all of these skills at the same time is a really good idea, right? Yeah, I think it probably could be, but I don't know why why does he only have 400 HP? Because Tragic has 560. I guess he only has 40 strength. Plonk has 49, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but not really. Oh, I guess it's because Plonk obviously is the other, the other specialization. Tragic is 560 though. I guess that's just because he's got so much strength, right? He's just got so much strength. I guess that makes sense. Okay, we'll do lazy. We'll do lazy here, and we'll do tragic together, and we'll just have them both be swift, or shall we have them both be counters? Reduce damage, increase critical chance, and speed. Well, that's 2%, and we get... No, I think Swift. I think I like Swift a little bit more. I don't know. I feel maybe I don't know. I think they've got enough damage. I think that's the thing. They've definitely got enough damage. Okay, let's try this out. Let's see. Lazy might very well die, but whoa, he literally just one-shot that guy. Tragic. Ooh, that was so close. Tragic literally almost died. I'm kind of hoping that they're not going to switch out to one of my guys right there. Please don't die. Please don't die. Ooh, that was close. Don't die, don't die. No, Tragic! Are you serious? You better not be dead. No, he's not dead. Okay, whew. That was a little bit close for my liking, but yeah, I'm surprised that Lazy lived, considering Lazy is literally the guy that has the least HP ever. But yeah, you know, that's how it goes, I suppose. Okay, yeah, so Tragic's going to be injured for quite some time, unfortunately. So that's not great. Well, what can we do otherwise? Well, we can just continue leveling up Lazy here. Unfortunately, he really doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything that he can really do. I guess what we'll do is we'll just continue to send him in to these fights. And, well, we should probably send in someone else as well. What about Sanran? Do we want to send him in here? Marius is just getting more and more powerful, by the way. It feels like he's getting more and more powerful, at least, but I think he's remaining the same. I think he's just changing his stance. But yeah, anyway, the point is, let's do Plonk, I guess. Plonk. Sanran's not really ready for prime time just yet. He is obviously he will be ready sometime soon, hopefully. But yeah, Lazy is just absolutely slaughtering everyone. And should we go for more agility or more strength? That's the question. I think more strength for more HP. I think that's probably going to be the way to go there. Probably sounds pretty fun. Let's see what Plonk is capable of doing. He's obviously got his proper armor on now, by the way. I actually neglected to give him the proper armor beforehand, so that was my bad. But I think someone actually told me in the comments about that, and I was like, yeah, actually, wait a minute. That is true. I need to fix that. Okay, there we go. So Sanra is almost back up to full strength. Let's actually see what we can do with him. Maybe we can... he's got a slight advantage. We might be able to do something there. Let's actually upgrade our arena now, because I didn't have a reason to do that beforehand, but now I do, because I have so many additional fighters. So now we can actually do something with that. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty nice. We've got three fights. Okay, so Sanran's potentially... Okay. Is he actually using his abilities? I feel like he's not using his abilities. Is that just me? Okay. No, he did. He did actually use his abilities. Okay, so he used Raging Bull, and then I think that's it. He didn't use anything else. Okay, that's kind of interesting. They both seem to be using Raging Bull, and that was it. Okay, strange. A little bit strange. Not a terribly... Wow, there you go. Yeah, Lazy obviously just holding up his end of the bargain right there. And Plonk, let's see what Plonk's capable of doing, because obviously, as we saw right there, I mean, look, he absolutely slaughtered that guy. Not sure if Sanran is doing a good job here. I mean, leaving him unspecialized. Obviously, let's face it, I mean, he's got 29 out of 49 agility. I mean, it might very well be that that's one of the reasons why he's having such a hard time here. But him only using Raging Bull is a little bit problematic. Because you can see here that obviously I would like him ideally to use Ghost Lunge. I think Ghost Lunge is insanely good. I think this is really, really good because it cannot be blocked or dodged, close combat only, you know, all that wonderful stuff. And yeah, I'm not sure if that's really working out too well for us, but I guess we'll We'll just try our best, right? We'll just try our best. Okay, so we got a tournament. Okay, so who do we want to actually participate in the tournament here? I'm thinking right now that we'll probably just send in Tragic, but he is injured. So I guess what we'll do is we'll send in Lazy. I'm a bit worried about this, to be honest. I actually feel like he may indeed end up losing. Yeah, is it? Oh, this is a spear. Oh no, is he gonna die? Can I change him? I can actually change him. Do I want to change him? Is he gonna die? Ah, you know what? Let's let him go. Let's let him go and try it out, because he could very well just absolutely massacre this guy. Yep, he actually did a great job. Unfortunately, he is a little bit low HP now. Yes, he is a little bit low HP. Not a terribly big fan of that, but I guess we can just try and see what happens. Oh no. Oh, that was nice. Ooh, that was very nice. If Lazy can actually kill them instantly, then that's basically a no-brainer, right? That's basically the only reason why we can... Oh, like that! See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. He actually managed to do it just by the skin of his teeth right there. And he's got the tournament champion title now. Perfect. Okay, that really went very well, surprisingly enough. I mean, really, I wasn't expecting that. I thought to myself he was going to die. But no, he did manage it. Okay, so let's actually get... Let's get Sanran, and let's put him... I feel like we should maybe put him on defensive. Let's put him on defensive, and we'll put Plonk on counter, and I think that sounds pretty good. We got these guys. They're going to be quite dangerous. But hopefully we'll be okay. There's Raging Bull going off. Does Sanran actually want to use something more than just that? I don't know. It doesn't feel like he's actually using anything more, but yeah, let's do the agility, I guess. We don't really care about charisma that much. And I should have looked at the combat log, actually, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should have looked at the combat log, because that would have actually told me what kind of abilities and so on and so forth he was using. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so let's have a look here. What about... I should probably send in Plonk against this guy. There we go. What about Sanran on this guy? Wow, that's not going to work. Okay, no, none of that is actually going to work. Okay. Yeah, no, I think I'm just going to end the day. I think I'm just going to end the day there. That's absolutely fine. Now, let's see what happens. Obviously, Plonk should probably have a pretty decent time here. He's got such high defense. As long as he's up against someone that doesn't have a spear, I think he should be absolutely fine. He's dodging almost all the time here, and blocking as well. Doing a fantastic job of that. And yeah, we're going to try to train up. I'm not sure, as I say, I'm not sure if Sanran is actually going to be that good, but I'm kind of hoping that once he is, you know, fully maxed out in regards to agility. I mean, look at what he can get. He can get another 8% dodge, so he'll have 33% dodge from getting 40 agility, and then he will... we could potentially get another 2 charisma, which would get him an additional 1% critical chance, which would be kind of good, I guess. So maybe that would be the way to go. Yes, what do we have here? Yes, so 10 condemned criminals. I think Plonk can actually handle this. I think Plonk can handle this, so that's who we're going to send. I think Plonk will probably do okay here. I mean, yeah, yeah. As you can see, he's having an absolutely fantastic time, just completely murdering everyone, having a whale of a time actually blocking everything. He's doing great, and I don't think we have to worry about anyone else. Yeah, there we go. They just do not have anything that they can do against him. Boom. Yeah, very nice and easy right there. Okay, yeah, so we need to actually get Sanran into something like that, to be honest. I think that would be extremely nice. I'm just going to end this here. Let's see. Okay, wait. We need agility. Let's see if we can... Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. There's no way. I'm not going to go ahead and do that. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, no, this is good. Okay. Let's see what we can do here, because I'm thinking right now, I would love... Oh, no, I think it's too close, isn't it? I think it might be too close. So I think what we'll do is we'll do Tragic and we'll do Plonk together. I kind of don't want to send Sanran in yet. He's not yet ready, in my opinion. I feel like it would be a lot better if we could get him 40 agility before he goes in there. Tragic is actually doing fantastically. Let's try and hope that he doesn't... No, he's doing so much damage. I think actually pairing a high defensive character with a highly offensive character, it seems to be the secret. I think that's probably the way to go here for these 2 versus 2s. I think they really do. I mean, look at that. Look at how much damage we were able to do there. We actually gained 14,000 gold, 190 prestige. Obviously, we don't even need prestige anymore, but still nice. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you a bit of an update on what's currently going on, and what I'm going to continue doing is I'm going to continue training Sanran. Going to try to get him to 50 agility, 50 strength, and then we're going to see whether he can, maybe, I'm not sure if he will be able to take on Marius. I think it's probably unlikely, but I mean, what we could do is we could then choose a specialization, and then we could just turn him into whatever we want. We could turn him into, you know, a spear user or anything we like, really. And, well, then we can see whether he has what it takes to tackle Marius. I'd like to see him win some battles being unspecialized first, though. Anyway, if you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.